Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Please welcome to Home Garden and Fashion. Today I'm going to show you seaside stitch, which is called mirror stitch as well. But before I start it, I would like to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and please do go to my Facebook fan page and give me a like there. Now I'm going to work on this fabric, and this fabric I will use it to make another beautiful clutch slash purse. So as you see, this one of them I have done in the center is a mirror in a frame, and then sequins in the side. So now I have done other videos where I shown you how to do mirror in the frame. I'll show you a little bit. This is a yarn, this is sequins yarn, and I will put the name of the store where I got it from at the description box. Now I use this yarn in the outside, and I have used this yarn in the inside of the frame. So you see, this is how it's done. Inside of the frame, first I did it with the black yarn, and the outside I have done with the shiny golden yarn with sequins in it. So I will show you how to make this one first. I'm doing this video in parts because this will end up becoming a very long video with this purse. So here we have a thread yarn which I made like 2/4. Now I didn't measure it, but just to show you, let's see how much this is. About 44, 45, let's say 48 inches long, this yarn. I may not need this much, I may just need half of it, but I just took this much. Okay, so you double your yarn and then put a knot right here like this so that it doesn't open up. Okay, now you take your frame. These frames are available in any of the local craft store. These are called crochet frame. These are not for the mirror specifically, but I'm using it for the mirror because it makes it a lot easier, and it gives a very neat look. You see this mirror, it gives a very neat look. Rather than if you try to put the mirror by hand and making crosses like that, doesn't give a very nice finish. So now here is the ring, and you made your yarn double. Now you tie it over here. Now we're going to do like this, weave it. We're doing just like the crochet, but like this. Like this. See, going like this. So like this you're going to quick fill up the entire section. So you don't need a crochet, you don't need a needle, just you do it by your hand, holding like this, going in and coming in through this. Now the only purpose of doing this ring, as I mentioned before in my t-shirt decoration with the mirror, see I did this ring. Now when I'm going to stitch it, I'm going to stitch on this side, on this, holding this side, and then it gives a beautiful look. So that's the whole purpose of putting in the ring. So you cannot stitch the ring, but this is how you can stitch the ring, and it will hold your mirror forever. like this. And you can put mirror on practically anything, everything. You can put mirror on pillowcase, you can put mirror in cushion cover, you can put mirror in langa, choli, salwar kurta, anything. But when you want to put mirror on dupatta, that time you should put big confettis, not real mirror, because real mirror will be heavy. So like this, you quick do this all around like this. While you watching your television or anything, you can finish like this, many of them, 12, 13 of them. Then when you work, it is easy, you have it handy. You get a yarn and that will make many of these, like this. Now I just found this ring only one size for the mirror. I think these are 1 inch for 1 inch mirror. And they had some tiny little rings which won't be useful because you cannot find that tiny little mirror. Okay, so it was 45 inches long, the thread, remember, but we really didn't need it 45 inches. I will see what's left. So you can never have exactly the same amount. You're always going to be a little bit big, but you can save these little pieces of yarn to make something. Make sure you cover the entire section nicely. Now once you're done the whole section, you tie it with the one you had previously in the side at the beginning time. So you make sure it's a neat one, and now you snap up all this. Okay, now we're going to do with this gold one. Now the gold one has sequins in it, and we're going to do with this to give it a nice look. So you start from here, tie it, make sure you leave little bit extras because this is what we're gonna tie it at the end. Now this will be perfect with practice, so initially don't look for a perfect one. Now we go inside like this and we come out. So this one with the sequence, you need to focus little bit like this. See, we're going to do like this. So we have to do the entire section with this one. So like this you will be rolling the whole thing. Okay, I don't want to bore you with this one. I will just show you what we're doing. Now I have put marks over here. I did one in the center, and here I'm going to do I think I have about 6 inches gap because I want to put it such a way that it will be not too crowded, you know. So like this it will come. Now we're going to put our frame. Like this. So you make sure your frame is tight. Actually I did this one without the frame, but with the frame is better, you know, it's easier. Without the frame you have to hold and it's not so easy. So there goes your mirror in the center of this and your frame like this. Now you take a needle and thread and make sure there's a tie at the bottom. Now it's going to be a little bit channeled at the beginning to hold the mirror, but then you know it will come all together. So go from the bottom like this and you see, you pick up the side of this. That's the whole purpose of putting the frame, the sides, so that we're going to pick up the sides. Now we come up again like this on the side and we pick up the side like this. We come up with the fabric little bit and we pick up the side. So like this we're going to stitch it all around, and mirror will be slipping away. You just keep holding, one round you go, then your mirror will be fine. Now someone once suggested me to put little glue. You can do that though. You can glue it and then stitch it, and then you don't have to struggle so much to hold your mirror in place. Yeah, you can do that. I just don't want to mess with those fabric glues. They have so many side effects and so much caution. I would just rather stitch. So initially you can go like this, like you go up from the bottom like this, and then the second time you can go from the side. So you see, you're stitching this side of the frame. So one time you go from the bottom and then come from the top. So that way it sits nicely. Make sure you go inside this so it holds properly. This one frame might help you a little, but you still have to do a lot of holding with your hand, because the mirror will always try to escape. But once you secure it nicely, then it's permanent. So you go all around and secure nicely. So when you're doing, you have to make sure that you're doing on a good sturdy fabric, otherwise it will tear, because there's a weight of the mirror and we're trying to hold the side. So make sure your fabric is sturdy. This one is a good heavy satin, not thin. Okay, now in the back we'll just give it a nice tie. Now you have to see how much you have left. If you have enough of the thread left, then you can continue with this, and if you don't, then you need to fill up more thread. So we're going to put the sequins now. Sequins, here I put like a just regular way, and here I'm putting upside down, because upside down is kind of looks prettier, because the inside part is tinier. So you give stitch twice, one this side and one other side, like this. So this is twice the stitch. I go from the side, give little bit gap, and then you put one more. So this is mirror stitch with sequins and mirror. Now you can add in the side beads as well if you like. I'm adding this sequins because I'm going to do the purse, and I will use this fabric for the purse because I need the fabric to be decorated. The main thing you have to remember here is your thread. Just don't take too big, or it will tangle, because when you're going up and down, you cannot look at the thread, so it will tangle. Now these sequins, they look prettier with closer together than little bit farther away, but I don't have that many sequins, so I'm giving little farther away. This one I got a package, and then I didn't find like this anywhere, so I'm going to have to look other store. My local store didn't have any of this big sequins. So like this I need another thread because this thread is finishing up. I'm going to change the needle. So you make sure you tie in the back very strong. Okay. I'm going to pick up another needle. So as you see, halfway through I needed another needle and thread. So that's why you have to see how much thread you have left after you've done the mirror work. How much thread you have left for the sequins or the beads. At the bottom, don't forget to put a knot, otherwise it will come up. And we come from the bottom very close to the last one, and we take one time in the left side and then we take one and the right side. Now you can increase this size by again adding another row of beads. We could do that. So increase the size of the flower. Another row of sequins, another row of beads. We could do that. Almost. It's pretty much done. So like this you'll continue and finish. I think it takes about 12 sequins on the round, and then you can continue with 12 beads if you like. 12 beads in the middle. Let me see if I can put 12 beads in here. Now you could have put this sequence with the glitter dimensional fabric paint. You didn't need to stitch it, but I did it because I stitched the mirror, so I thought it will just give a beautiful look with the stitched. So you see, this is your mirror stitch with a mirror and sequence. Now I will show you with little bit of beads around it as well. So in the back you see is so much cleaner. You cannot see much clutter unless you have a very big thread. You don't get clutter, but don't take a huge thread, then it will get cluttered and tangled because you are not being able to see the back. Okay, now I will leave it like this because I want to show you with few beads. Now I'm going to put some beads on the sides, so I still have my needle and thread inside, you see, since my thread was little bit big, so I left it. So what I'm going to do is put the beads in the middle of this sequence. Like there's two sequins in the middle. In the middle I will put a bead. Now bead also you will do, oh this bead is not good. So put the bead through and then go once in the left and then go from inside again once in the right. 2 times we go to make it very secure. So you see, it looks nice. So go in the center of 2 sequins on the top, not dividing in the middle, on the top, center top, and then one time you go left down and then you come up through the middle and then you go through the inside and again come down. This is to make it secure. So this way you put beads in all of these centers. So this is going to be very pretty mirror stitch. Now with this fabric, after I finish all this decoration, then I'm going to use this fabric to make the clutch slash purse. See, we're adding a bead in the middle. So we go once this side and then come on up. Like this. Come from the center top, get a bead, put it inside. Now go once in the left of the bead, then go come up in the middle, and then put the needle through the bead and again go down. So twice you went this side and it make the bead secure. So like that, we first do the mirror, the frame, and then put the mirror, stitch the mirror, then stitch the sequence, then you stitch the bead, and then it will be very pretty big flowers, mirror stitch flower. And you can put these flowers in purse and salwar kurta, in lehenga, choli, in anything practically except dupatta, because you see, this fabric needs to be little bit strong in order to hold all this decoration. And you can do this gorgeous decoration in the tablecloth. If you have a purple tablecloth and you want to do decoration like this, it will really look beautiful. You can do this gorgeous decoration in a salwar kurta. I will show in a salwar kurta. Now I'm running out of my thread. So when you run out of your thread, make sure you tie in the back very well. You don't want all your bead and sequence to fall off. So you tie in the back very well. And if you do like the way I'm showing you twice, your beads and sequence will stay there for a long time. So when you sit down to do it, make yourself a pin cushion, needle cushion, whatever, and then have lots of this needle thread, so you have it all ready to do it. Now you come up from the bottom and in the center of two sequence, and then you take bead. These beads, I think they are 5 mm. I will put the name of the store where I got this bead and sequence. I got them all at the same store, and they come in packages and they are not very expensive. If you use your coupon, go to the store website, print out the coupon. Usually they give you coupon 40% off, but you can take competitors coupon, other store coupon who gives you 50% off coupon. You can take it to them. Most of them accept their competitors coupon, so you can use that. And then this beads comes in a package. It's a pretty decent package. You can create a lot of stuff with it. So we're going down again. Now make sure you do double everything, because you don't want this thread to open up. A lot of times I have purchased this very gorgeous Jardosi sarees and lot of decoration, and then when I wear it, I see half of these beads and sequins fallen off in parties, because the stitching is just one time and it's not very secure. Stitching has to be twice. So now I have one more left. That's it. Coming down through this. So secure it many times very tightly so it doesn't fall off. Okay, about 3 times, and stitch twice. Now let me show you the final product. Here is your mirror stitch, and now I'm going to use this to do my purse, and that's going to be my next video, because then video will get too big and it will take maybe 12 hours to upload it. So you see, one we did without, sometimes some of these yarns, one we did with the beads and one we did without the beads, whichever you prefer. I prefer the one with the beads because it kind of looks really pretty. And then like this, talk about this little bit. So like this I will have 4 of this, and then rest of the all of this I will be using this tiny little seed beads, and I will make seed bead clusters, and I will do a video on that too. So I have to finish all these 4, and then I will add the seed bead clusters, a video, and then I will do the purse. So it will be like this, see, somewhat like this for the purse, and then it will come like this. So you see 3 flower here and 3 flower here, and then we'll have all the seed bead cluster, and it will have many more other things. So it will be a really stunning, gorgeous clutcher purse. Thank you for watching. Keep watching because we are going to work on this about 2-3 videos. So keep watching, and thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.